After the betrayal of Jackal, Eagle spends the day repairing what was damaged and sows the burned fields. The following morning, a deserter of the Empire contacts us and wants to join us. Given recent events, we're not really in the mood to foster traitors, and we don't want to get on the bad side of the Empire anyways, so the request is ignored. Shortly after, an eclipse sets in, which will slow down our crop growth for a few hours. Later on, we gather some wood so that we can rebuild our butcher table that was destroyed in the fire. And after the eclipse ends, we can use the table on an alpaca we hunted the night before. A group of visitors arrive and have some items to trade. Eagle also gets a Go Frenzy, which will make her move much faster over the next 8 days. We trade some old clothes and half of our cloth away, so we can buy all the visitors' medicine. That evening, we make another bedroll and move Holder into the other room in the base. Eagle spends the morning cleaning all the ashes both in and outside the base. We also harvest the potato field. And soon after, some of the rice is ready for harvesting. And later that night, after finishing all the field work, Eagle can finally go to bed. Right after, though, some ambrosia sprouts, which will be really nice once it's ripe. In the morning, Eagle rolls some smoke leaf joints. And gathers some more wood. Once she's done with that, she starts growing some heal root so that we can finally have a consistent medicine supply. Once she gets half the field done, she smokes a joint and goes to bed. A solar flare hits in the morning, but it has no effect on us, so Eagle works on finishing the second half of the heal root field. And after she finishes with that, she spends the rest of the night researching. All of day 31 is just spent researching. Yeah. Anyways, Holder just turned 10 and had a growth moment. Unfortunately, since she has been paralyzed, she hasn't had any chance to learn or develop, so she has no passion gains. Also, the potential traits aren't really great, but since Volatile will actively make her harder to deal with, we pick Great Memory. After that, Eagle just spends more time researching. Later, some more of the rice is finished growing. And we get a notification that the Empire wants to pay for a heat wave. But given that the rewards wouldn't really benefit us, and Eagle's personal bad experience with heat waves, She decides that it's out of the question that we won't accept this. Eagle also takes off the parka, since it's starting to have holes in it, and begins researching. Later on, we get notified of a nearby cache holding a psychic sooth pulsar, but also that acidic smog has enveloped the region. Due to nearby pollution, the smog will cover our colony for days, slowing down plant growth and making it difficult to see and breathe outside. Since there isn't much to do outside, Eagle spends more time researching. Later on, we're being raided by a Neanderthal tribe, though it's only just one attacker. Toxos here looks like a really good candidate for the member of the colony, but we'll have to see what happens in the fight before we think too much. We also deconstruct some of the local ruins for slate bricks. We don't want the base to catch flames again, so at least some stone will help with preventing that. Toxos begins approaching to attack later. And we start by using the burden ability to slow her down. Eagle begins firing shots. After one of them hits, we hide behind a trap and she triggers it. Eagle rushes to get behind another trap. And continues shooting at Toxos until she dies. It's unfortunate, but it's better her than us. Right after, we get notified of a mad chinchilla approaching. And once it reaches the base, we engage in combat. We use the burden ability again, but it doesn't really have much use since we miss every shot, and the chinchilla is now inside. Now it's a fist, or a paw fight, depending on how you look at it. An eagle comes out on top with a few scratches, while the chinchilla bleeds out on the floor. Early in the morning, the acidic smog also clears out, so we can get back to our regular conditions in the jungle. In the morning, the spike trap is rebuilt, the chinchilla is slaughtered, Toxos is moved to her final resting place, and the chinchilla is cut up for sustenance. And as the rain washes away all the blood and pollution, we can continue researching, hoping that one day we won't have to deal with the harshness of the jungle. And we smoke another joint, of course.